Thing. 1 2 1 2. Whoop whoop. Hello. Hello and welcome. Oh my god. Boom 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 boom. Let's do this. Welcome all of you fine folks. How y'all doing? That's maybe a little bit loud, but feel free to enjoy. Yeah. Welcome to the Hype Down. That said, I am your host, NibletK. I welcome each and one of you back to the Hype Down. This is our third episode. We are on the third episode. And oh my god. It has been a full week of Final Fantasy, for me, Final Fantasy VII Remake. It's still going on strong. Still having a blast in that game. Ooh, I don't know when I'm gonna finish it, but we're definitely going on strong. Each day, like 4 hours a day, trying to stream. Like, oh, shut up with your notifications. Trying to go all the way as much as we can each day. That said, let's talk a little bit about streaming, not streaming, as a job. Oh my god, can you be a streamer? Can you be a full-time streamer? Is that your calling? Well, not everyone can do this job. Not everyone wants to be on camera. Not everyone wants to play games. But they might enjoy watching games. I know me, for instance, I could never play like competitive shooters or something like that, or even like really high-end competitive MOBAs or anything like that. There are people who can. And I do enjoy watching competitions and stuff like that. So that's usually an interesting thing. But for me, let's say I would like to work in this domain. I would like to work that domain specifically. What could I do if I don't want to stream that? Maybe I suck at the game. I really suck at the game, but I love it. Well, you can always try to be, something like an art director or an art creator. So you could do, for the streamer that you love, you can basically be employed for that streamer. So your job would consist maybe as a moderator. So you would just be in chat. You would be part of his team, moderating chat and helping him out with, all sorts of stuff. Like titles, like commands, like banning people's spoilers and stuff like that for specific games. Amongst other things. I am not a mod. I have never been a mod, but I have seen huge communities that have tens of mods working together as a team to be, to make the stream and the streamer be as good as it can be for the viewers. Bringing that experience. A streamer alone can only do so much. What are other things that you can focus on? You could, maybe you're good at art. So you can draw, you can work in programs. So that means you can do arts, like backgrounds, maybe specific, how do you call those? video editing skills or something like that, so you can do specific graphics that are live and revolve around the streamer or whatever. Those could be interesting. And you can also do emotes. Emotes are like a big part of Twitch and streaming and stuff like that, especially at variety streamers that focus on playing game after game after game. They also focus on changing up their emotes based on the games. Then there's also alerts and stuff like that. So specific alerts can also be themed around, or around the games that the streamer might play. So those are all really interesting skills that a streamer per se might not have. A person that is playing games doesn't really necessarily want to learn how to draw, how to code, how to do editing, how to, there's a lot of stuff that revolves around this industry, so to say. So, yeah, think about those things. Think about what you're good at, what you really like. Another job opportunity that goes hand in hand with streaming and streamers alike are the YouTube videos. So YouTube videos are, they're not that difficult, so to say. A lot of guys have their Let's Plays. They're split up in episodes. They have a specific length to them, how they are, cut up after a stream. So that takes a lot of time. You can also do the edits maybe a little bit more interesting. A lot of people have like compilations of really cool, interesting things that might happen on a stream, stuff like that. Again, a streamer that plays the game might not have the integrity of time to do that, or the skills necessary to do all the editing and stuff like that, and the uploading. All that takes a lot of time. Editing takes a lot of time. The rendering takes a lot of time. The graphic, the thumbnails, that's also another interesting thing where you need art. You need to have an artistic point of view and skills. Then, knowing how to do all that. Yeah, that's also something that you could potentially have as a working situation for yourself or someone else. You could be the YouTube management team or guy or whatever that mainly focuses on you getting the basically the stream video and preparing it for YouTube content. That is a realistic thing that you could do. So what else? There's some sound design as well. Not a whole lot from what I've seen. There's like not hugely diverse things that you can do with sound effects. Most of the things are like capturing specific things from games, placing them on your soundboard with the help of the Elgato Stream Key, I believe it's called. Stream Deck. Sorry. Hey, what's up? That's also an interesting thing. So you could do like specific sound effects or specific alerts and stuff like that. It is a possibility. It's not so high-end as graphics, I would say. Now, the main thing that I saw a lot of people revolve around as well in like huger communities and stuff like that, coding is a big thing now. If you can do like, what are those things that pop up on a stream? I believe it's called a widget, not a widget. Extension. Okay, so extensions. Twitch has a lot of things with extensions. If you're a coder and if you can do a specific extension for a specific streamer, that is also big. Those are like really high, interesting things that you can work on. The Daily Talk Show. No. Let us search something to watch. We have Assassin's Creed Valhalla has been announced. We have an HD trailer. Okay. So Assassin's Creed Valhalla. The trailer looks sick. I have seen it and it really looks very, very good. Also, we have a little bit of bleeding from that thing and it's gone. Good. Let us watch this epic trailer. It is so good.
They are heartless.
So good.
Godless barbarians.
The music is so good.
They murder and kill blindly. They scour the lands of England. Lands they will never defend, never love. The time has come to speak to them in a language they will understand.
It is so much brutal.
It's with us!
Ooh, that is so good.
What is
A lot of blah 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 blah. Oh, that looks so good. So good. Oh my god. Oh, trailer reactions. That's what people do. All right. Now, on the other hands, still getting all of this down. I do not have a Stream Deck. So it's really hard for me to switch and do a lot of automated things. That said, it is not impossible. Just gotta really work strongly. Okay. Now we do the daily, not daily, but what we usually tend to do. We take a look at the top things that are up on Twitch. We still have Valorant, still up there. Competitive shooter. Not gonna talk about that. It's not my cup of tea. Still a lot of bullshit that they did. But we don't care about that. We want to see something interesting. All of the never-ending games that there are over here, we don't really care that much about. This little game has snuck up. We talked about it on the last show. Let's see. A lot of people are playing it now, right now. Let's take a look. So this is Cloudpunk. It is a very cyberpunkish, very neon-based, you know, futuristic game, so to say. You're kind of playing like a delivery man, woman, something like that. Graphics are not out of this world in the sense it is a indie game, but it's a really cool game. From what I've heard, this is like the point of view that you have. There is a ton of diversity up and down. You will see different things. There's like a normal area. The downer you go, it's like the slums. It's really foggy, really smoggy, and all that. Really nice environments full of neon lights. Really, all of this cool stuff that you're seeing here. That is why it's also really far out, so you can immerse yourself in the game basically. And as you guys can see here, the maps are huge, and you also get to drive around with your car and whatnot. The driving is really cool apparently, because you can go, you're not restricted. You can go in a lot of directions, even between things. There are like highways that emphasize you should use them when you really want to go somewhere fast, because you have an increased speed when using them, but you can go off route if you so desire. You're just not gonna go as fast. I don't really know like the story of the game. Apparently, it's like I think it's about 18 heroes or something like that. Not entirely sure on that. But yeah, this is Cloudpunk. Definitely check it out. A really interesting game. Bum, 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 bum. Give this guy a follow. His follow notification is with cats. That's cute. That is cute. Let's go back to our point of view. What else do we have that is interesting that people are hyped about? Not a whole lot. Gears Tactics is the next thing that came around. It is a little bit unfortunate that it came right after wow, I'm really blanking out on this one. So, Gears Tactics. Let's take a look at Gears Tactics. Admiral Baru is playing it right now. Here we go. As you guys can see, this is a very turn-based, tactical, strategic game based in the Gears of War universe. It has the same kind of mechanics like I am really dumb now. I am blanking out on what game it what's the other game? What is the other game that came out? The Chimera Squad. What is the title of that game? Why is this so stupid for me now? I can't believe this. I cannot believe I am. No, I'm blanking out. I am completely blanking out. Can't believe this is happening. What is wrong with me? Not Shadowrun. XCOM. Oh my god. Thank you. Thank you, brain, for not failing me so miserably. It is an XCOM game that is set in the Gears of War universe. Holy shit, that is a big boy. So, this game is free with Xbox Game Pass. So if you own Xbox Game Pass, you can play it. It is, from what I've heard, about 70 euros on Steam. So it's kind of pricey. It is a pricey game if you want to buy it like that. I really would go the Xbox Game Pass route. It is a much better deal. Now, keep in mind, Xbox Game Pass is a monthly subscription after the first time you acquire it. I think the first time is like €1 for 3 months. I'm not entirely sure that that offer is still on the table. However, it is like only €5 a month, something like that. So it's not a whole lot. It's nothing, and there are hundreds, maybe not hundreds, but over 100 games that you are able to play. Really cool games. Like there's Yakuza, there's some Final Fantasy 15 that I'm currently playing, and amongst other games as well. Gears of War is also there. A lot of games are over there, and this one as well is also right there for you. This game is Gears of War Tactics. It is currently out. It is in the Gears of War universe. It is a tactical turn-based strategy, basically. It's real cool. So yeah, that's what I said. If you have the Xbox Game Pass, you can play it for free, basically. We might be checking it out. I might actually dabble into this one after we're done with Final Fantasy. Boom, boom, boom. Is a brutal, really hard, brutal game on the higher difficulties. I have never played an XCOM style game in my life. Now, what I wanted to say about the comparisons to the Xbox Chimera Squad that also came out, that is only a $20 or €20 game, which is or was, I don't know if it still is, on sale for 50% off. Also, the other XCOM games were, I think, 75% off on Steam. They might still be. I haven't really checked Steam. Let us check our Steam. So if you're into those kind of games, or you're thinking about trying tactical cover, turn-based strategy shooters, this kind of style, definitely give these a try. What is this? Moving out, now available. No, thank you. So let's see. Store. First things first, we want to look at XCOM. Yes, so XCOM 2 is currently on sale for 75% off. That is from a €50 to a €12.49 game. The Chimera Squad is full price again. Expansion sets are also really low. The original game is €5, so XCOM, you can get the original XCOM 1 game for €1. More DLCs, really low. So everything in the XCOM universe is a lot cheaper, apparently. The Chimera Squad is the latest that came out. Like I said, it was on sale. Currently it is not, but it looks kind of like this. Do we have sound? We don't have sound.
XCOM 2, players led the resistance against the alien rulers of Earth and their puppet government. 5 years later, Earth is liberated, and humans and aliens must forge an uneasy peace. Welcome to City 31, where former combatants...
This is also kind of a brutal game as well, due to the fact that
this game
XCOM games are really hard
of human and alien agents chosen for their
because
and dedication.
the units that die are dead.
Chimera Squad's success will keep the city safe, but their failure will mean renewed violence. At At the heart of the game are Chimera Squad's tactical operations, where the agents respond to combat in the city. Each of these battles are divided into encounters. Breach mode is a key new feature to combat. This phase begins each encounter and allows you to choose Chimera Squad's entry points and agent turn order. Burst in, get the drop on enemies, and unleash devastating special abilities. The tactical choices you make during a breach can set the tone for the entire encounter. Will you head to cover or engage with targets? Will agents operate solo or work together? Do you concentrate fire on the most threatening enemy, or do you try to take down multiple weaker targets first? Either way, don't expect to clear an entire room during the breach phase. Some encounters have multiple breach points to choose from, each with distinct advantages and
So yeah,
disadvantages.
this
Some
is
breach points are
Chimera
only
Squad.
accessible by specific agent abilities or equipment. All units' turns are interleaved.
In the
which means that
original
Chimera
XCOM,
Squad
so
agents and
XCOM
enemies
1 and
alternate
XCOM
turns
2,
at a single
you
time.
are playing
Turn
as the
order is an
humans,
important aspect
playing
of your
against the
tactical
aliens.
plan. Knowing which enemy and
These
agent will act next
these
will be crucial
Chimera
for dealing
Squad
with threats.
standalone game is
This
basically set
timeline
in the
presents
future
new opportunities.
after
Some agents and enemies
all
can
of the
change units' places in
XCOM
the timeline.
events
Chimera
happen,
Squad has an ability
and
called Team Up. Once
like
per
they
mission,
said,
you can choose
the
a member of
aliens
your squad to jump
kind of
right to the top of the turn order. This can
you know,
allow you to get
merge
an agent
with
to safety
the
or
society
get the drop on an
the
enemy.
human society as well,
Agents
and they
take a
form
beating and lose all their
alliances
hit
together.
points, start
It's a
to bleed
standalone
out.
game.
Another
You can
agent
play it
must
if you're
then
not,
stabilize their ally.
even if you're not really
Stabilized
that
agents
into the
remain
whole
unconscious
story
for the
of
rest of the battle.
XCOM.
Agent
I
bleeds
don't
out
know it.
entirely, the mission
I still might
fails
try
and
it
must
as
be
well.
restarted.
It looks cool. It's a nice thing, but people
Keeping
do
your agents
recommend, so
healthy and
we
in the
would
field is critical, as
recommend.
agent
It is
abilities
recommended
synergize with each other
to
in
play the
different
other
ways. Each agent has a
games as
unique
well
set of
for
skills
at
that
least
they
a little
bring
bit
to the
of
team.
lore and
Some
getting to
agents
know,
can
like
destroy an enemy's cover to give the rest of the
you know,
squad
you're
a better chance to
introduced
hit.
to everything a
Other
little bit
agents can forcibly
more
move units, triggering
linear
allies'
in
overwatch or
how
pulling an
factions
ally
are,
to
what the
safety.
aliens are,
Some agents can even shield a
and
team
stuff like
member.
that. And like we said,
Equipment can provide a
it is a good time to get into these games because they are hella on sale. Especially, just get XCOM 1, the original one. That's €5, and you can get XCOM 2, the original, for 13. That's under 20 €20, and you can get two really good fleshed out, polished games that will take you a lot of hours to, you know, master and get through. Plus a lot of DLC and whatnot. So yeah. There's also this, the XCOM 2 collection, apparently, for €28.20, from €122 down to €28. I think this is the complete XCOM 2 with all of its DLCs and whatnot. That is a really good deal. That is really good. So yeah, definitely check that out as well. And yeah, if you want to try something else like this, sorry, feel free to try it. I didn't look on Steam. Let's see. So this was Gears Tactics. Yes, it is €70. It is. What did I do? Not that. It is a lot more expensive. But it's a different, it's a complete different game. But do consider trying the Xbox Game Pass for this. If you really want to try this game out, get your Xbox Game Pass. It'll cost you far less, and in that month you can just buy it for a month and then you can unsubscribe. You don't have to use it forever. In 1 month you can pretty much finish this game multiple times, probably, amongst other things as well. And if you still feel like that is not for you, it's better than investing like 70 euros and maybe not even liking the game. Yeah, that's kind of it. We're just gonna talk a little bit more nonsense, and the fact that today was not the most productive talk show in the world. However, getting back on track about what are jobs, basically, we're saying that they're jobs. What are job positions that you might end up having in a streaming environment? So let's refocus ourselves. Let's how do you say that? Not reassess, right? Resum. I don't know. Recalculate, I guess. So we can be a artist that is good at drawing all sorts of stuff, for backgrounds, for thumbnails, art like that, logos, and especially emotes. You can be a YouTube editor or something like that. So video editing is really good as well. You can be a manager and manage a team. You can manage a player. That is also a huge thing in this business. You can find, really good deals, sponsorship deals for your streamer. Then you can be PR management. So tweeting, stuff like that, getting involved in deals as well and stuff like that. Merchandise is also another thing. There's a ton of things that can revolve around streaming without you being the streamer. So there's a lot of possibilities for you guys. Coding is a big thing as well, like we said, especially for developing extensions, maybe specific alerts and stuff like that, interesting transitions. Those are all really good, really cool skills that are paid for. A streamer will pay its team. And then there's, of course, moderating. So being a mod, a simple mod, can also be a way of earning a buck. It can be a full-time job, being and moderating a chat, being and moderating the entire show, taking care of chat without banning people, looking out for spoilers and all sorts of other things. It all depends on the community, on the streamer itself. Yeah, giveaways, all that. There's a lot of things that streamer cannot focus on everything. So those are kind of the things that you can focus on if you want to be in a Twitch community and be part of a thing. It's like when you look at the huge production of a show that you really like, you have your host. Your host, but your host is not cannot operate the camera, cannot do the transitions, cannot do the whole, cannot do everything. That's why they have in-ear, with people that are managing and telling them what's happening, and a lot of other things. People that are managing the cameras, people that are managing the music, the band, or whatever that there is. Shows are meant to be by, developed by a team of people, and each of them does a specific job. The same thing goes for streaming. The better or the higher value a stream has or a streamer has, basically the more people he has behind him. And those are very important because time is a content creator's basically biggest issue. That is the biggest issue. Even if you can and you could do all of the things, you're still limited to the time that you have to do everything. Everything takes time. And the more you basically disperse all of the things that need to be done, they can all be done individually and at the same time. See what I did there? So yeah, that's a huge thing in the streaming community and in the streamer job. Basically, you might be the talent, you might be the streamer. If that is not something for you, definitely approach streaming. Find someone you want to collaborate with, find people that you want to help out, and go for your services. Give them your services that you want to also progress in, be it video editing, be it YouTube, be it graphic design, or anything else. We're pretty sure that there is a place for that on stream. Then there might be other things, and this kind of involves streaming a little bit. You can do streams that are educational about these kind of things. If you are a graphic designer, you can have tutorial based streams where you show and talk about your workflow, and you can build a community around that. Music creation, music industry, there is a lot of things that are not really tapped into yet, but like I said, keep those things in mind. This has been a stressful show for us today, a little bit. Definitely be more prepared. That is one thing a show needs. It needs a sense of direction. It needs a structure. So even though I can talk out of my ass for an hour about bullshit and about games, it feels simple. But when you feel that pressure of not really knowing, or sometimes you want to talk so fast about something that your brain just stops, it is good to have a guideline. And that is also a thing. You can have people that help you stay on track, like moderators or anything like that. PR, blah blah blah. I don't even know all the terms. Excuse me. I don't even know all of the things, and I'm pretty sure a lot of people are in this kind of situation as well and wish they would have a team behind them. So if you're a streamer, definitely think about branching out, finding people that excel at certain things. Try to form a small little team that will help you. And if you are not a streamer and you have specific skills that you might want to share or revolve around, definitely think about finding maybe streaming communities that might acquire your help and grow together. I don't know, I guess that's kind of a thing. Anything's possible if you guys put your head to it. Don't give up. And first things first, the main thing that is very important in this business, I guess, is don't forget this all revolves around fun. So we all have to work together and we gotta have fun together. And I don't know, it just has to be good. Don't Nothing like this is going to be like a 9 to 5 job where you're just going to go even though you don't like it or something like that, and you're still gonna have to do it because you're thinking about getting paid. Here it's about the exact opposite. You're doing something because you want to do it, because you like it and you love it, and you want to progress in your skills and in your domain and with the community that you're basically growing together. And then basically money or whatever comes afterwards. That's how you should look at it. Hope my ramble bamble blah 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 was a little bit helpful for you guys. Also, that is a interesting pink gun. That aside, hope you guys enjoyed this little podcast show. I have been NibletK. I will see you guys on Monday with more Final Fantasy VII Remake. We are currently still playing through that game. I think we're kind of halfway-ish through. After we beat it, we might still be going a little bit into hard mode. Don't know exactly how much we're gonna dabble into that, but I know for certain that we will be returning afterwards to Final Fantasy 15, and we will be doing some Final Fantasy 7R grinding on the side from time to time, and other things that might revolve around the channel will grow accordingly. Other than that, the Hype Down show will continue each Friday for as long as we can. We don't have like a fixed schedule for it yet, but we will be polishing it up as much as we can, and we will gradually grow this into being super awesome with guests and hosts and competitions and reviews and just, you know, a nice cool place to hang out for a couple of hours or something like that, talk about nonsense and just feel like a nice gathering of friends, just being friends and just, you know, talking about games and whatnot, you know, old school style. That said, check me out on Twitch, Twitter, YouTube, everything with NibletK and stuff like that. You can find a lot of videos that I do on YouTube as well. All my playthroughs are on there as well, amongst other nerdy unboxings such as Woodbox, which is a loot crate mystery item and stuff like that. Everything is nice and cool if you like those kind of things. They're not exaggeratedly long, and amongst other cool nerdy stuff that I like. I tend to share over there with you guys as well. And yeah, follow me on Twitter if you want to be posted of certain things. Other than that, may you have a wonderful time on Twitch and in games and thus alike, and have fun. Stay safe, guys. I'll see you guys Monday. Have a great weekend. Bye bye.